Fill in the blank. LA is blank.
LA is home. My name is Reem Beserat. I am 17 and I am half Ethiopian and half Eritrean. So I was originally born in Ethiopia, but we moved when I was very young into Eritrea because my dad is Eritrean. So we lived there for a while until I was maybe 7. And then we ended up moving to Ethiopia, and it was supposed to be a summer vacation. We're gonna go see my mom's family, which she hasn't seen like 7 years since I was born. So we moved there, but ended up being 1 month after the next, so a year, and we just stayed there for a year and a half. And then we ended up moving again to Cote d'Ivoire and here. So what I remember about growing up in Eritrea is that it's a lot greener, a lot more natural and earthy than it is here. Even the cities, you can still see animals such as cows and goats just roaming around freely, and it's just part of everyday life, whereas here it's a lot more developed. So what you see in the cities is a lot more factories and a lot of houses, and even if you go up north, it's not as earthy and as greeny as it is back home. And when it comes to people, I've noticed that people back home are a lot more genuine and straight to the point. If they have something to say to you, they would just say it. They're also very close together, so everyone pretty much is in everyone's business, but there's a lot of social trust, so everyone can pretty much be feeling safe around other people, whereas here everyone keeps to themselves. They're very private, and you don't know what your neighbor is doing, and you're not as close as you are with your family. It's just you and against everyone else, whereas back home it's pretty much that's your family. Everyone is your family. So what caused me and my family to immigrate to LA is generally just educational wise. It's a lot better here, and also for like growing as a person, like developing it even in like jobs and everything. It's better to go farther here than it is like in a third world country like Africa. So we came here in 2010, and the shift was pretty easy. We did go to Cote d'Ivoire for a year and a half, and that's like part of the process. So we had to go through steps in like different countries. It wasn't just straight flight here, mainly because you can't really leave Eritrea and come straight here. It's just not possible. So we had to go through a lot of process, a lot of really hard stuff, but I feel like it just helps us in like making you appreciate where you are even more, because it's just now you're finally here and you know what you have to go through to get here, so you're gonna make it count. What I like about LA the most is that like the fact that you have a lot of opportunities that are there as long as you're like willing to do the work, and there's a lot of things that you could do as in like to creating a life for you. That's I feel like the biggest thing. Yes. For this one, I would say it's not even the Ethiopian or Eritrean culture, it's mostly my religious cultural stuff that you would have to do. Some things that are not very American or that are thought to be a bit weird or old-fashioned, but you still would have to do them. But then again, you would feel like you're not being like part of the trend, or you're not you feel like you're being left behind, and you have to have this balance of being a Muslim and then being an American at the same time, as well as like being an immigrant. So like you have this race and culture, and then you have this other thing with religion. It's just a lot of like having to balance both of them. So I am Muslim, and the most I've encountered negative looks or things I've encountered happened the past year. Before then, I think I started wearing my scarf since I was like 9. So before then, without the scarf, you can't really tell whether I'm a Muslim or not. But once I started wearing the scarf, I've noticed I either get these looks from guys where they think I'm like exotic or different because I'm standing out from other people and curiosity kicks in, or from people that generally just don't understand what it is, so they would just look, or negative ones such as people wanting to comment something or say something, or I had people just literally staring at me throughout the whole thing. Well, I noticed they were staring, but I just ignore it. LA is home for me because it is where, for me and my family, after a long time of struggle, that we were finally able to start the life that we've always wanted. We finally have a house now that we can call ours, and my mom has a job that she loves, and we were able to go to school without worrying about anything, having to pay for it, or like, we still pay for it, but we can afford it because of the jobs that we have, and all these opportunities are given to us that we can work for. And the people that we're surrounded with, friends, the family. LA is just where my heart is.